Hello guys, welcome to this showcast brought to you by SchickySC on behalf of GoodToGame.com. This is going to be the finals between TLO and WhiteRA in the GLHF.it tournament, the end of beta tournament. And for you guys that weren't tuning in live, if you are watching this on YouTube, we did have Game 2 where WhiteRA disconnected about, I'd say about 10 or 11 minutes into the game. I won't really commentate on it because we got a new game coming up here, of course. And now I'm forced to try to find new material to talk about with PvZ here on Digital Oasis. But I'll just cover what I covered last time. You guys on live stream may get annoyed of me because I'm repeating it, but hey, that's the price to pay, I guess, for viewing live. Anyways, yeah, PvZ here on Desert Oasis can be very interesting. Zerg players tend to go for Mutiling. And double extractor trick coming in again for TLO. This happened last game as well. And as I was saying, Mutiling, it gives you a lot of map control. It gives you dominance of the field. You're able to control expansions, take them out quick, do hit and run tactics, and traverse across the map very quickly. Protoss, of course, usually rely on warp gates a lot. I have seen a lot of Protoss actually go for Void Rays. But against pro players, Void Rays really don't work well unless it's really not scouted or not expected. Zerg, of course, I've seen TLO handle it very well before. What he does is just gets an early second or third queen up, and he's able to push back those Void Rays so quickly. Spawning pool here coming up for TLO right at 12, or sorry, right at, yeah, it would have been a 12 spawning pool again because of the double hatchery, or sorry, double extractor trick. And WhiteRA trying to be a little pest with his 5 minerals. I think he stole those from TLO's patches. And now trying to just get a little bit of harassment in, maybe trying to kill one of these drones or not. TLO getting an earlier gas this game. Last game he waited to get his expansion up before getting that gas. This game he has not taken a fast expansion at all, and neither has WhiteRA. And it looks like we're seeing a pylon at the north of WhiteRA's base. Generally that screams, I will be doing Void Rays. But it could also be for warp gates, and you could use it to warp in units here, and it reduces the rush distance by quite a bit. But we'll have to wait and see. 2 Zerglings coming out to make sure there's no probe or pylon there, and the other 2 are being pushed out. WhiteRA's probe here, still with those 5 minerals. You little thief. He is hiding at the north of the map. Probably going to come in and get a second scout in as soon as possible. And maybe he was doing an extractor trick before, but that extractor did get cancelled. So no upgrades of any sort for TLO. He is getting ballsy here, guys. He's taking the gold expansion first. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of creep tumors he's going to have to put down in order to connect his bases. But we've got some Zerglings here coming in, just 4. There is 1 Zealot here already. 1 Zealot can take out 2 Zerglings easy, and now with his partner in crime, he'll be able to take out these 4 Zerglings very easily. Unless they're able to get into the main and go straight at... Yes, they will be. This Zealot is not going to come out in time, and they're going to be able to attack these probes and cause a little bit of havoc. WhiteRA, of course, his expansion is a little behind TLO's. TLO is actually taking double expansion, and WhiteRA's forming a pylon out here. I'm not sure, does he have a forge already? No forge yet. So there's not going to be any cannons. Maybe he's just going to put up a gateway or use that for warping in, but he doesn't even have a cybernetics core either, but he is putting up, 2 gateways here, so he's getting a little aggressive. 2 Zealots here looking to probably take out this hatchery. TLO's going to need to get some Zerglings out very fast in order to protect this. And we've got a probe and 2 Zealots. 4 Zerglings coming out, but that's not going to be enough to take out these Zealots. 3 Zerglings here coming out to help reinforce, and more drones coming back. The drones probably need to get a surround. And 2 more Zerglings coming in. 4th just popping up, and we've got a ton of Zerglings here now, which should be able to deal with this aggression by WhiteRA. And it looks like they're trying to take out these reinforcing Zealots first. And wow, we've got a lot of Zealots coming into play here now for WhiteRA. We've got 5. 2 are pretty much down on shields. chrono boosting out another zealot out of these new 2 gateways. I think TLO, I was going to say he's going to be forced to abandon this expansion, but he's putting down a couple spine crawlers, which is going to counter these zealots very nicely with some Zergling support. And the Zerglings getting a surround on these zealots are going to be able to take them out so fast. Once Metabolic Boost kicks in, if he does choose to get that, of course he's not working off any gas yet. So TLO working off just minerals. He's going to be just getting spine crawlers and Zerglings and drones. This pylon goes down, these 2 gateways will be unpowered, and it is going to go down, and this aggression is going to be thwarted by TLO. So WhiteRA here with 2 unpowered gateways. Since he knows that he's not going to have many other gateways, he's going to go in and harass himself. So WhiteRA, similar to last game, he put up a forge by his natural expansion, and he put up a cannon, so he's doing that here as well. This pylon here did not get any Stargates plopped down beside it, as we don't even have a Cybernetics core up yet. It is now just being finished warped in, so he will be able to get Stalkers out, and we've got Extractors coming up for TLO now, well, just 1, and hopefully we will see some Metabolic Boost come in, or maybe Lair Tech. We'll have to wait and see. So 2 Stargates coming up now for WhiteRA, and good timing on that, as the Zerglings do get out of the natural expansion. They aren't going to be able to see that. So these Stargates may catch TLO off guard, and that may be troublesome. Moving one of these spine crawlers up, of course, to take out these gateways, not wasting any units or time on it right now. And his Zerglings that were trying to do some harassment are going to come out and take out that second gateway real quick. Looking back at TLO's base, he does have his second extractor up, and he's producing a couple extra queens, it looks like. He's got, how many queens do we have out in the field now? Just 1, actually. Wow, so he's only working off 1 queen. And we've got our first WhiteRA coming out now, not being chrono boosted. Second one coming in now, and both are now being chrono boosted. No air level 1 upgrades, no ground level upgrades. Another pylon coming down, as he would be supply locked after this point. We've got a very slow moving Overlord trying to come into WhiteRA's base, but unfortunately for him it's going to be too long till he gets to see these WhiteRAs, and if he's not producing any extra queens right now, he will be caught off guard by these WhiteRAs, and he may be taken out. A couple Overlords trying to make their way over here to the natural expansion. He may somehow expect these WhiteRAs. No, he does see the WhiteRAs now, as his Zerglings were coming in. And there's a Stalker here out in the field that takes out, I believe that was an Overlord. Nope, the Overlord's still here in the base. But anyways, these 2 WhiteRAs probably going to be thwarted off, because he's going to be producing queens everywhere. Already putting down Creep Tumor with that queen that just spawned. Of course, that's making best use of the energy possible. And now getting Evolution Chambers out. Not sure if that's for upgrades, or if that's going to be for maybe for some Spore Crawlers. Definitely could use some Spore Crawlers. Metabolic Boost incoming now. Overlord Speed did just finish. So we've got 2 queens here and a Spore Crawler coming up. 3rd queen in production here at the natural, or sorry, the gold territorial expansion. And it looks like these queens will be able to take out one of the WhiteRAs. Bad move here by WhiteRA, actually. He wasn't focusing firing the queens. So he, well, just takes out 1. 1 queen does go down as well. 2nd queen about to go down. 3rd queen coming into play. 4th queen about to spawn. And we've got 2 Spore Crawlers, 1 in very bad position. But WhiteRA is going to go down. Another queen pops up. And with those Spore Crawlers there, they're going to be forced to, the WhiteRAs are going to be forced to retreat. Almost getting killed. 37 hit points. Losing all of its shields, although they will regenerate very fast. Of course, Metabolic Boost is finished now for TLO, and he's going to be able to harass and take out this expansion. WhiteRA forced to cancel it, and the WhiteRAs are going straight for the main of TLO. TLO now getting a Spore Crawler up in his main. He's got 2 Spore Crawlers coming in, 2 queens, no 3rd. Infestor's out on the field now for TLO as well. I love his Infestor use. It's just phenomenal. 4 WhiteRAs here taking out Overlords, going Overlord hunting, but these Zerglings do get past the bait, or the choke point of WhiteRA, and they are going to be deep inside WhiteRA's base. There's a couple cannons trying to be formed, but this is going to be pure havoc here for WhiteRA's main base. I believe all these probes are going down, and the Nexus is probably going to drop as well. WhiteRA forced to GG. So TLO taking game 2. So he is now up 2 games to none, guys. I love the unorthodox and crazy play of TLO. Anyways, game 3 is coming up right away.